Hello there everyone, this is Michael from Nexccelerator here, and welcome to another auto show test drive. And the vehicle that I will be test driving today will be the all-new, redesigned 2018 Chevrolet Traverse. And the Traverse has received a complete makeover to give itself a more competitive edge in the midsize crossover SUV segment. But does the Redline edition of the all-new Traverse have what it takes to be very competitive? Let's get into the test drive and see what it's like to drive the all-new Chevrolet Traverse.
What is your name?
Michael.
Michael, my name is Kelly. Nice
Kelly,
to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. And how has your day been so far?
It's been great.
Very
How about
cool.
yours?
No reason to complain, so appreciate you asking.
Alrighty. So if you're nice and adjusted, or feel free to adjust your seat or your mirrors. Just make sure that you're nice and acclimated. So you can bring your seat forward, back, up, down with that one that you're actually utilizing right now. The second one's going to be for your back, and the third one's going to be for your lumbar.
Okay.
So you just toggle it right there on that left side, unless if it's good. So you take it nice and easy, not hitting anyone or anything. Wait. So you're gonna go via your right, and just go all the way out once it's safe. Alright, and then we'll just keep on going. Going via your left-hand side, all the way out towards the gate, and then as you get closer to the gate, it will raise up, and it will be able to exit out going via your right, and then we'll make a left onto the street.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we are in our 2018 Traverse. The Traverse actually comes in two different engine sizes. You can get it in your 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged, available in the RS model. That one isn't out yet, however. The one that is out, and what we're in right now, is a 3.6 V6 engine, 9-speed automatic transmission. So it has 310 horsepower, 266 pounds of torque. So lots of get up and go for its size.
Very amazing.
It is available in all-wheel drive as well as front-wheel drive. So I'll give you the fuel economy on both.
Okay.
So we're making that left. Stay in your left lane and go straight all the way to South Alamo.
Okay. How long do you think it's going to take to get out of here?
That's a great question.
I'm going to guess 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it would just be like, oh, hey, more time in the vehicle for us, right?
This is true.
Yep. No complaining here in this joint.
Alright, so right after that Mustang, we'll go and then stay on that left-hand side, going towards South Alamo.
Okay.
And that's perfect, and we'll stay right in this lane, going straight.
Okay.
So for your fuel economy for your all-wheel drive, you're looking at 17 in the city and 25 on the highway. If you were to get it in your front-wheel drive, and this actually has your front-wheel drive, you're looking at 18 in the city and 27 on the highway. It also has your tri-climate zone. So with your tri-climate, your temperature doesn't have to be the same as mine. You can have different temperature in the back as well. In that second area, where your second row of seats are, you actually do have your controls there. So you can change the temperatures there. You also have vents going all the way towards the third row. Up here, you can also control your rear climate control back up here as well. So you can actually lock someone out in case they were like messing around with it and things of that nature. Okay. It also does have your 4G LTE, so you can use your vehicle as a Wi-Fi hotspot. It also has your Android Auto as well as your Apple CarPlay compatibility, so those approved apps can be projected onto your 8-inch touchscreen. Now behind your screen, it actually does lift up, giving you a little bit of storage. You can actually lock it, and you have a USB port hiding back there as well. And you'll be able to lock it in your valet mode, so no one will have access to it via a pin.
Very secure.
Yeah, in your vehicle.
And you know what they say, that just makes life easy on everybody.
Exactly.
Counting the driver itself as well.
Exactly.
And I will in fact make a pretty quick note here that I'm really impressed with the all-new Traverse so far, and from pretty much everything to like the way the interior looks, I can honestly tell that Chevrolet put quite a bunch of thought into putting it together very well, and everything is really easy, well labeled, legible, and obviously pretty easy to read overall. And even the Chevrolet MyLink system is without a doubt pretty simple to read as well. So honestly, there's really a lot of good things going for the SUV, and honestly, I really can really see that they really put a lot of stuff with a lot of thought into making sure to have the customer in mind at the end of the day, which is something that I really love about it. And I mean, and not just like the infotainment system and from like the gauge cluster itself, but visibility wise, it's really easy to see out of it, and even pretty much as I'm driving it right now, I can really see really good out of here, and visibility is like really huge. And just honestly, whether you're looking left, right, or even behind you.
Not right now. There's a red car coming.
Okay.
And after the Dodge, we can go.
Okay.
Perfect. And then just stay on that left lane. Keep on going straight down to South Alamo.
Great.
Once we pass all the vehicles, then we'll be going to your left. We'll make a left on South Alamo and then another left onto East Market Street.
Okay.
So it also does have your 2 USB ports per row. It also does have your auxiliary port, DC port, and that second row you even have a 3-pronged wall charger as well.
Okay.
It also does have your rear vision camera. So you
Okay.
actually have a camera perspective of what's behind you, so with no obstructions. So typically if you had people in the car, you're looking through heads, or you're looking, if you had things in the car, then you're trying to look through boxes or whatever you have in there. So now
Okay.
you actually have a camera perspective on the outside of the vehicle, so no obstructions, which is great.
That's nice. I actually gotta say that this is probably one of the niftiest features I've actually ever seen in person for the first time in a vehicle in my life. So honestly, I really like it, and it just really goes to show that Chevy really took an extra mile and took a step up to really make the Traverse, even a much better SUV to drive, than what it once was from the previous gen. So,
Yeah.
gotta really give it excellent props to them for really putting safety first, and even trying to implement all of this amazing technology into the cabin. Okay. And honestly, there's just really nothing you can go wrong with it, because I mean, for like what you would pay for and getting this many safety features, honestly, it's a huge amount of bang for the buck, like, with no doubt.
I agree. And then it can be at any speed, so they can stay on your entire drive. And if it ever becomes distractive, like let's say you saw a pretty Camaro or Corvette, you just flip it, and then boom, regular mirror. But you can have it on the entire time, which is nice.
Oh, okay.
It also has your available heated and cool seats for your front driver and passenger, your heated second row. That second row, the seats can actually slide forward, back. It actually reclines a little bit, so you have more of for those long journeys, and it also tilts forward and slides up.
Okay.
So you have easy access into that third row.
All right.
For our lower trim levels, you can also get a bench seat on that second row. On our higher trim levels, you'll get your captain's chair. And this one is a Premier, so it has lots of the upgraded features. But if you even go even a step further, we also have the High Country. So you can get it with the stitching in the headrest that says High Country. You can even get it with that beautiful ash brown, with the suede.
Oh, sorry.
With the suede.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. They just did something they weren't supposed to do, so didn't mean to interrupt you there.
You're completely fine. Yeah, it also does have a 360 camera, and since we're stopped, I can kind of show that to you.
Sure.
So you have a camera in the front, back, as well as on your side mirrors. So as you're, you can actually see all around the vehicle. So if there's anything that comes within your camera, you'll be able to see it, and then you'll be able to flip and get into your left lane. We'll make a left at the light. So if anything comes within your cameras, you'll be able to see it. So that's my hand right there.
Okay.
But you can be able to, that's your front camera, your back camera, you can take off the guided lines if you want to, and they also do articulate as you do move their steering wheel. Stay in the left-hand side, and we'll be making a left onto Bowie.
Okay.
So one lane over. And then at Bowie, we'll be making a left, and we'll take it all the way to East Houston Street, and then make a right. And I'll remind you, no worries.
Okay.
So you can actually also tow up to 5,000 pounds in here as well. So great function as well. It also does have your wireless cell phone charging pad available. So if you have an Android device that's a 6 or newer, you can place it on there once it fits, and that NFC features on it should be able to charge. Now if you have an Apple device, there's typically a case that you would put on it, so you'll be able to charge. I believe the 8s are actually compatible though. The newer iPhone 8s are actually compatible. So stay in this lane, and when we get to that light, that would be Bowie, we'll be making a left. And then get into your right lane, so it'll go straight.
Okay.
So this Traverse, actually, it's in our Premier, so more of our upgraded features, and it also does have the Redline package on here. So with the Redline, you have your black grille, you have your 20-inch wheels. It also does have your the red markings on there behind the name Traverse, like towards the sides of it. You'll actually see that it actually has that red lining, that red outline, give it a nice sporty look. It also does have your black bow tie on the front as well as on the back as well.
Cool.
So appearance wise, it's nice and sporty.
Very cool. And honestly, I gotta say the appearance package just really makes it that much sexier in a way where it really stands out to give it more of like a sporty characteristic to it. And honestly, it's like for those who really kind of like want to traverse with a really bold attitude to it, it really is something that no one can go wrong on for sure.
Right on. It also does have your blind spot monitoring. It also does have your forward collision alert. It also does have your low speed automatic braking, just to name a few of the safety features as well. It also does have your height adjustable rear lift gate,
Okay.
So you can open it 3/4 of the way or all the way open.
All right.
And once you make that left, let's get into your right lane, and that goes straight.
Okay.
Perfect. And then 3 lights down, that will be Houston Street.
All right.
You'll make a right onto East Houston Street.
Okay. And one of the nicest things I really like about the Traverse is that whenever you're at a complete stop, the auto stop start function, comes into play where it shuts off the engine to where you're not using it, and to pretty much not only save the gas mileage, but I know more importantly to even save excessive wear and tear on the engine, which is something that I really like about it.
Also, with your rear liftgate, you can actually open up the hands-free, so you can do it with your foot. You can also open it and close with your key fob, as well as the button on your driver's side door.
Okay.
So just keep going straight all the way to East Houston, and then we'll make a right.
All right.
And then after we make that right, we're going to go 2 lights down and make another right.
Okay.
Any questions about the vehicle so far?
Not to my knowledge, but I will make another note though that the ride quality of the Traverse really is outstanding without a doubt. And not just that, but even the turning radius, which is even a street like this one right here, it can really handle it without a single issue, which is absolutely outstanding to me. really, because it's like, if you're going to invest money into an SUV that can really, do a lot, for what you pay for, I really think, having an excellent turn radius really should be a no-brainer, and I really believe that Chevrolet really just, hit it like right in the point right there on making the Traverse, really competitive in that area, which is outstanding. And right over here?
Yep, gonna make it right at the light.
Awesome.
And then we're gonna come across a stop sign.
Okay.
And then we're gonna keep on going straight, but then make a left.
Okay. Excuse me.
Okay. So with your dual skyscape, this front portion actually opens up, so you can actually tilt it as well as slide it back. And then you also do have the one in the back as well.
Okay.
That one actually is just for viewing out of. It doesn't slide or anything or tilt.
Okay.
But it's good because it lets the light in for people in the back.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, it's like, in this day and age, you really gotta have, something to really offer the passengers to, and I just know that having that kind of roof, really, really, at least, will give passengers something to really smile about for sure.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's like, if you don't like the darkness, to be there all the time, you can always try to open it up with as much light as possible, and I really do believe that the Traverse really is able to really offer the best of both worlds, like, easily and without having to really put a lot of thought into how much, like, at least kind of like how many times you want daylight, to come in for a couple of hours or for a few minutes. Same way with having it closed, and vice versa.
Right on.
And another thing I will make a note on, like, to add on to the ride quality, it's not only, like, really comfortable, but it really does an excellent job of really hiding the road noise, and makes it, for a really smooth sailing SUV. So I mean, I really like the way that Chevy really had tuned it to really ride comfortably, and not only did they tune it comfortably, but they really did pretty well in making sure, that the ride on an overall scale, though, for everybody, for the driver and passengers, including the people sitting in the third row, is top, at least top of the game and top notch, and that's really something that I really like about it.
Cool. So far, what are your favorite features?
Obviously, Chevrolet MyLink is in fact one of the best features that I really like about it, from everything from the touch responsiveness and even to that mirror right there, which I can really see if anybody is trying to hit me or not, which I think is a really useful feature, especially for a city like this, which I think is a beneficial feature that a lot of people should consider investing their money on for sure if they were to get the Traverse. But aside from those two things, I really love the amount of room that I have, sitting down here and being able to move the seat to the desired height, and pretty much to like how much room I have on that, and pretty much the length as well. So it just really makes it easy to really move the seat to where it suits you comfortably.
Right on.
And
I know your steering wheel is like a little different because you just toggle right there on that left-hand side.
Yeah. And I actually love the 10 and 2 grips right here. And in fact, I know a lot of other Chevy products are going to have it, but in fact, I really just love how the steering wheel feels, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure a lot of Chevy products are going to really...
Sorry, dude.
No, you're good. But yeah, I just really like the feel of the steering wheel, and it just really gives you that good sense of feeling to know that you can really at least depend on it to really kind of help you really at least keep yourself in control of the vehicle even in wet weather situations. So that's really something that I really like about it.
We're done. So we'll be making a right here, and then at the light, we'll make another right.
Okay.
Again, at the light, we'll make a right, then you're going to get into your left lane.
Okay.
They said a game is supposed to be happening around 6.
Yeah, somewhere around 6 o'clock. And I'm guessing...
That's where a lot of the traffic is coming from.
Yeah. I'm going to guess kickoff might be around 6:15 or 6:30.
Okay.
Probably around there somewhere, but I'm guessing that just goes with any football game you have.
Left lane. And then at the second light, so after the Tower of Americas, we're going to be making a left back into the activation.
Okay.
So did you want to, have you already tried your cool seats? Did you want to try it, or?
Yeah, when I come up to a complete stop right here behind that Ram 1500, I will give them a shot. Alright. There. Go ahead and...
Oh, just press it right there.
There we go. So... that feels... oh, wow. That feels so good.
It's perfect for the Texas heat.
Heck yeah. And honestly, they are so comfortable. And I honestly will say, it's like when you instantly like hit the button, you can really feel the cool air just like, going onto your body in an instant. And it just really just makes it for that much of a better experience to really drive this SUV from an overall standpoint. So I really love that. Really much.
Excellent. Alright, so right after the light, we're going to be going to our left.
Okay.
Excellent. And then just stay to the right, and we're going to head straight back where we were before.
I was overall impressed with the all-new redesigned Chevrolet Traverse, as it's not only a huge improvement over the previous generation, but being able to see both inside and outside of the vehicle made the driving experience more pleasant. For Nexccelerator at the 2017 San Antonio Auto and Truck Show, I'm Michael Land.